look at the way that I floss. So they say that I'm a boss, and they know I gotta.
What's up, guys? Godzilla xh.o 29 here, and today we're gonna be reacting to. And yes, I usually like show my face and try not to laugh, but I decided to show my face in reaction videos. So I know I haven't done a reaction video like in a while. It's been a long time, but now this is my next reaction video, and there'll be more coming up. So today we're gonna be reacting to The Evolve of Godzilla by animators. I don't know the name. And as we see, is all the Godzillas looking at Zilla, and he's like saying, "Am I still allowed in the family photo?" Well, I'm not sure if Zilla's allowed. I don't really know. Well, I kind of do think that he's allowed in the family photo because he is kind of a Godzilla. Like, he does like have a little bit of photonic breath, and let's not talk into that. Okay. Anyway, let's get reacting or started.
Since being awoken by atomic bombs, Godzilla has lit up the silver screen.
Look, they decided to add a 2014 Godzilla, and there's Mamela. There's his ugly looking son, and his ugly looking dad in the past.
His looks seem to be ever changing, starting with the original. Let's go through his theatrical looks and story. Animated. In his first ever appearance, Godzilla has small arms, thick legs,
1954
and dorsal
Godzilla,
plates
yeah.
down his spine. His pupils are tiny, and he has fangs and pointy ears. After attacking Japan,
Yeah.
he is disintegrated to bone. A new
Yep.
Gigantus, Godzilla appears.
Why did they call Godzilla Gigantus? Like, his name was Godzilla. It was in the first movie. That's his name. That's what people call him. Where did people get Gigantus from? Just because Godzilla's a giant dinosaur does not mean he's called Gigantus. Like, where did y'all get that name from?
And Godzilla raids again. This monster is thinner, with longer arms, a smaller head, and larger pupils.
You know what I don't get about that movie? Why didn't they use the first Godzilla suit? Like, that would have been really cool.
When in close-ups, his teeth appear to be jutting out. Sadly, he's buried in ice. But in King Kong vs. Godzilla,
Hey, you guys realize that? Hey, if it's teleanimation, is watching this, then they realize they forgot when in that movie Godzilla fought Anguirus, right? Yeah, just saying. Okay, just saying. I'm gonna continue.
Bus free. He's now in color, is more plump, toeless, and has a lizard-like head with yellow eyes, no ears, and no fangs. He faces off against a giant ape, tumbling into the ocean, only to be washed ashore in Mothra vs. Godzilla.
Only to be washed ashore in the next movie that was supposed to be this year, since everything is going on, they moved it to next year. The new Godzilla vs. Kong, which I'm kind of gonna be like movie reviewing soon. Okay.
Now he's slimmer, has a wider head, wide eyes, and smooth, shiny brows. As his rampage continues, he gets covered in silk and again drops into the sea. But
Yeah, that movie was pretty cool.
the three-headed monster,
Oh yeah, I watched that movie.
back,
That was pretty cool.
now with a slimmer face and longer tongue. From this film on in
That
the original
Godzilla looks the
series,
same as the
Godzilla
other
now
one.
defends humanity from more evil monsters.
Wait, where's
In
Rodan?
Invasion of Astro
Wait, they forgot Rodan in that one.
Monster, Godzilla is thinner, his dorsal plates have more definition, his claws are dull, and his head is rounder. He shows off his new dance moves before briefly being put under alien mind control. Ibara, Horror of the Deep, gives Godzilla less angry brows. He battles against a big...
I never watched that movie, but people kept saying that movie was pretty bad, so yeah.
Lobster, and narrowly escapes an exploding island.
Plus, I can tell that Ebero's pretty weak. I'm not even sure if Ebero's even a kaiju. Like, I'm pretty sure that Ebra is just nothing but a giant lobster.
In the sequel, Godzilla
I'm talking facts, people. I'm talking facts.
is elongated. He's pudgier, and his dorsal fins are flimsy looking. His nose is also stubbier, and his eyes are bugged out.
I don't like that Godzilla's
he's
design.
now raising a hideous son. In Destroy All Monsters, he's slimmer, while his face appears more like it did in Astro Monster.
Oh yeah,
He's put under
I
alien
kind of
mind
like.
control
I
again,
pretty much like
but
that
once free of
Godzilla.
their control, he turns on them. For the next 3 sequels, his look remains consistent. In the first, he helps his son face off against a bully.
Oh, that
However,
movie was
this all takes
trash.
place inside the dreams of a young boy, so moving on. Next, in Godzilla vs. Hedorah, he opposes a pollution
I'm not
monster.
sure about that
and when
movie.
curled up like a shrimp, he can now fly backwards. In Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla has gained the ability to speak, while his skin, starts ripping during his triumphant battle. He appears slimmer in Godzilla vs. Megalon, with a shorter neck, soft bright dorsal fins, and a round pig-nosed face.
Yeah, that movie was one of the best Godzilla movies I ever watched. Like, if I have no. Did I just voice crack again? Yeah, like I was saying, if I ever have kids, then I'm probably gonna show them that movie. If the future allows that movie to be watched.
He boasts
Just saying.
a long-distance dropkick, but this movie is mostly about a size-changing robot, so let's keep going.
If it was about a size-changing robot, then why did they add Godzilla in the title? Why didn't they just added Jet Jaguar versus Megalodon? I'm not talking about the shark guys. I'm talking about the kaiju. His name's kind of hard to say for me. Megalon. Yeah, Megalon. Yeah. Why didn't they just added Jet Jaguar versus Megalon?
In the next 2 films, Godzilla has an angrier expression and more detailed muzzle. He uses a magnetic upgrade to protect an ancient god from Mechagodzilla. And in the sequel, faces him once more. But this timeline's Godzilla is sent to retirement. And 9 years later, a reboot Godzilla appears. This one's taller, has larger dorsal fins, a 4th toe, and his fangs and ears make a return. Although his reign...
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I never watched that movie, but I'm not really a fan of that movie. Because, I don't know, I just don't.
Short-lived as he trips into a volcano, only to explode out in the sequel. He has a smaller head, a more muscular build, larger outer fins, and a cat-like face with a secondary row of teeth.
I pretty much like the xh.o Godzilla, like, it's pretty cool.
He's on a giant plant monster who gets turned into glitter. In Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, his original form, the Godzillasaurus, is taken out of the 1940s and exposed to modern-day radiation, turning him into a taller, muscular, and angrier-looking Godzilla. He fights Mecha King Ghidorah and then gets dumped into the ocean. In Godzilla vs. Mothra, he's thinner, his dorsal plates are rearranged, and his neck is more ribbed. His head is flatter, and he has golden eyes. He battles against Mothra and Batra, and once again is plunged into the ocean and locked in by Mothra's magical powers. But somehow, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, he's back. He has slimmed-down shoulders and slimmer legs. He's also raising a blue-toned baby Godzilla.
Yeah, when the xh.o baby Godzilla was like born, I didn't really like it, but in Space Godzilla, yeah, that one was just freaking adorable.
This time he's defeated when his butt brain is destroyed, but he's easily revitalized just moments later.
Pyrodan.
Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla features the bulkier original with less detailing in the neck and larger eyes, Godzilla Jr., who is taller and chubbier with a greener color scheme, and a large flying blue crystallized Space Godzilla, who gets obliterated. In this timeline's final film, Godzilla is glowing orange, and his son now looks more like a hunched version of his father. When the original Big G has a meltdown, his son absorbs the radiation and turns into the new Godzilla ready for action.
Yeah, why didn't they continue the xh.o series after that? Like, people will probably be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool to see the son of Godzilla in action. Like, come on.
But the series would be continually rebooted, dropping him altogether. The The first American Godzilla appears as a large mutated iguana with blue dorsal spines and a hanging dewlap. This Godzilla also has hundreds of tiny raptor-looking offspring.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I pretty much do like that Godzilla, but the movie's just...
This happy family is easily taken out by basic explosives. Back in Japan,
yeah, that kind of sucks.
In Godzilla 2000, he appears shorter, with green jagged skin, sharp purple eyes.
Why didn't they use that Godzilla? That looks pretty cool.
Reptilian-looking face. While he's nearly swallowed whole, he's good to go for the next reboot, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, in which he's lighter, with a longer neck, and smaller mouth. He defeats a giant flying insect and is then sent into a black hole. In Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, Godzilla is formed by the ghosts of vengeful World War II victims. He has smooth charcoal...
Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Why didn't they use that? That looks really cool.
Colored skin, wide dorsal fins, and a hunched neck. His face is less lizard-like, with pure white eyes and no ears. But this Godzilla is mutilated by a drill missile, leaving only his beating heart behind. The following reboot, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, re-adds the jagged design elements and introduces a more wolf-like face. In the climax, he's blasted by a
Ski-U, that's my favorite Mechagodzilla.
Adding a visible scar to his chest for the sequel, Tokyo SOS, in which he's covered in silk and again flown into the bottom of the sea. Godzilla Final Wars features a taller, smoother, and more slender Godzilla, with longer ears and red eyes. This Godzilla fights against a multitude of creatures, including an upright standing 98-Zilla. Then he and his hideous son head back to the ocean.
Why didn't they add the Godzilla from the xh series in that movie? Why did they have to add Mamilla? Like, doesn't make sense. Whatever.
In Shin Godzilla, he's first known as a light cover.
Whoa. Y'all skip 2014 now. Y'all skip 2014. You know what? Let me just continue this.
An armless creature, but quickly evolves, growing tiny arms and becoming more red with bloody accents. His massive main form is darker with a much longer tail that has a little face on the end. His jaw can unhinge and split apart, and he has a variety of handy new skills. He can also apparently reproduce human hybrids from his tail tip, but he's given a freezing agent, ceasing his evolution. The anime trilogy depicts a muscular, rounded Godzilla with a tree bark-like texture. 19,000 years later, he sports beard-like spikes and grows to his largest on-screen size.
Yeah, that's one of the things I don't get. Why is Earth Godzilla so big? Like, come on. It's literally like nothing can stop him. It's literally like nothing can take him down. Like,
easily allowing him to become the ruler of Earth. Meanwhile, back in 2014, a plump American...
Oh, now you decided to do 2014.
Godzilla appears. This titan has jagged dorsal plates, wide elephant-like feet, and noticeable gills. He comes out of hiding to stop two...
Yeah, why did they give him gills? Like, I know he kind of lives in water, but he's not a fish.
Star-crossed lovers. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, he's taller and beefier. His lower half looks less stubby, his tail tip is more blunt, and his dorsal fins are less sharp and artfully glowing. Later, he's given extra radiation, and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look and power upgrade, helping him to retain his kingly crown. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing.
Well, okay, that's a pretty good video. Anyway, guys, this is it for this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.
Shawty is a eater.